Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd. It's the 13th of January, 2014, and let's see some Fayetteville photos. Some of them are just a few years old. That's nearly about a 2-year-old, yeah. Anyway, that's from early 2013. There we are at a water plan meeting. There's going to be another one coming up. That's the reason I mentioned this one. We'll show some pictures from that event. But these shots are actually from a gathering. Well, now there's the water thing. These bounce around there so fast, but it's not the best they can do, but almost. There's a dove that's rejecting the idea of eating cat food and waiting for more sunflower seeds. You can see the scraps of sunflower seed that's been out on the porch earlier, and this was on a still snowy day, and these guys get really habituated to visiting my front porch and yard, of course. That's a couple of veterans. That is the Regional National Cemetery Improvement Corporation. These are just scenes from their gathering. Those 4 people were elected officers, actually to retain their position as officers. And, well, I got 3 of them at the end there together closer because I didn't get them all in that shot. But anyway, this is the group that sponsors the 5K and so many things to try to raise money to expand the Fayetteville National Cemetery. Okay, this is at the intersection of Huntsville Road and Curtis Avenue, and that is an example of a sidewalk and what's going to be fake green space going in. Notice how close the sidewalk is to the trees. That means they've buried the roots. Well, actually, it means they actually cut off the roots, so those trees are at risk. Now, there is a certain good thing here. This is not totally fake green space. That's fairly decent quality soil that's replaced the whatever has been dug up along there. And, of course, it really means that yard has been right. Those yards along there have been kind of messed up because that had no curb and gutter, I guess, and water ran off the street wherever it could. And you can see there water has been running off, and that soil's kind of eroding off. But that's built up higher, and that means the water will run down in that yard. But even that poor amount of soil, you can see it's got limestone gravel under it for the part that doesn't have the soil spread yet. Now, this is somewhat of an effort to do low-impact development, but it's not the complete job. The complete job would not have that gravel out there. You'd go all the way to the natural soil. You wouldn't have built it up this high, and you would have maintained the natural situation. Here's a yard across the street, down the street from there. What we were looking at is in the background now, and we're looking at a natural ditch area, similar to what was over there before. You say, well, this isn't very pretty either, and it doesn't have a sidewalk. Right. But you can put in a sidewalk without doing everything they did there, and you don't need to pipe the water underground. That does, from the opinion of someone who cares about nature and native plants and the things that would grow in that little revised stream, shall we call it, or ditch. It's what should be there, but it should have a lot of vegetation. Okay, I can't name everybody fast enough here, but you're seeing some of the people at a gathering that was held a few months ago, and it was all about promoting the, green economy in various ways. And here's back to that water quality meeting. It's held by the state. You see some people you know from around Fayetteville there, as well as some out-of-towners. And Angela Wisely was in there, one of those pictures, and Roger and Bud Saunders in one of those pictures, and Lorna, Harold, Ron, and others in Merle were in some of those pictures. I just can't name them fast enough to do this. And one of these days I'm going to bring a script. Wouldn't that be a novel thing for me? Till next time. So Aubrey Shepherd asks you to do your part to help keep the water clean, air pure, and the woods green. Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd. Today we're recording on 16 January 2014, and we've got some photos involving what happened at Planning Commission after I did, on Monday I did a short take, and then went to Planning Commission. And there was a proposal there. You see, this is Walnut Avenue at Johnson Street in the historic part of Fayetteville, just north of Maple. See all the water in the street? Well, all that water comes down what used to be a stream. That's a low area through there. And it hits that lot at the left part of this. And you see a stump or two there close to the edge. And you see there were behind there all those limbs down. Well, this was a natural rain garden. And it's the only place in that stretch where the stream is daylighted. See, on both sides there, the trees taken right off the edge of the stream. The stream runs through pipes. There's where it comes out of a pipe coming from your left. Basically, behind that car, it goes across the street, and up there it catches water way up Maple and beyond, streets all the way up Mount Sequoia. So this is a big watershed, and this is 2-3 blocks downstream from where it becomes a 100. It includes a 100-acre watershed. So this violation of the stormwater rules, and also violation of the streamside protection ordinance by removing timber from this lot, which is itself a natural rain garden. Has good absorbent soil, natural, it's never been built on, and it had all kinds of big old beautiful trees up there. You can see a stump right there at the edge, right by the other folks' property. And it's just pretty shocking to the neighbors of that area. And the day after the Planning Commission discussed this thing, proposed change in the ordinance to allow this lot to be built in particular. I was over there taking these photos, and the neighbors kept coming along and stopping their cars and talking to me. You know, it's like, glad you were there to speak up. You know, I'm planning to go to the city council when it goes there. What happened? The Planning Commission was not informed ahead of time of the full implications of this change. It just seemed like, well, we don't need to protect this part of the stream because most of it's already piped. And we've got a plan, according to the long-term plan. There's where it goes underground again as it leaves that lot. Anyhow, the idea is to move the boundary for protection several blocks downstream. And this is, of course, Scull Creek. That's the creek you see at the swimming pool, next to the swimming pool in Wilson Park. I guess it goes under there also. But it's a daylighted stream most of the way from there on down to, out to the mall, where it goes under. And you see the trees there. You see the tops of some of them still piled up, and all that nice firewood they've collected off of that lot. And, of course, that's worth a good little bit of money, but not anything like the money that the standing trees would save on heating and cooling of our city. And we talk about climate change. Removing trees is the worst thing you can do for many reasons. If you want clean water, you want clean air, you want plenty of oxygen and not an overabundance of carbon dioxide, then you will want to protect a forested area like this wherever you can find it. And this one, because it has all these reasons, should not be built upon. Now, legally they can still build back up that high side of it away from the street. We're looking now to the east, and where we started out, and here's the view from the east to the west. There's a lot of reasons to protect this. Here's the map that shows it, but it's not really accurate because right there where the blue goes under, that's where we were looking at the storm drain, and that's the end of Johnson Street and at Locust. So maybe you'll do some research yourself and attend the next city council meeting, and the first one in February, I guess, it'll actually come up for consideration. So I hope others will study it, have it clearly in their mind, share with their city council members what you feel about the destruction of this kind of place. Till next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green. And that's what we're talking about in this show.